Hi, if you're watching this video, I hope that you watched my previous video, the one that's titled Pre-Writing an Interview of Someone You Love. If you watched that video, you would have seen me do an interview of my husband. And I made this chart all about Mr. Powell. I added in some pictures because I like to have a little bit of color and some pictures to help me remember what my words are. I also added in a few little underlines to point out some of the special sounds of my word. So we talked about how Powell has that ow sound, just like brown. And over here, I highlighted this E because this is a silent E. It's one of the E's that does not make any noise, but it has a really important job. It's a magic E, and it tells the vowel to say its name. So instead of saying ah, this A says A. It doesn't say g-ams, it says g-ames, games. So I highlighted that for you as well. Now I'm going to use this chart to do a little bit of writing. I hope that you made a chart about someone in your family too. Now I'm going to show you how I turn it into some writing, and hopefully you can do the writing too. So let me push this aside a little bit and pull out my writing paper. I found this writing paper on Google. I Googled kindergarten writing paper, and this is the one that came up. But if you don't have a printer or a paper like this, that's okay. You can use any paper you have, or even notebook paper would work great. So the first thing I do is always the same. I pick up my pencil and write my name. So here's my name at the top of my paper. Now I've been looking at my words in my chart and I'm getting ready to write. So my first sentence, I want to tell the reader, the person who's reading my words, all about what my writing is going to be about. And so I told you that my main subject was Mr. Powell. So I'm going to make sure my first sentence talks about Mr. Powell. So I'm going to write the sentence, this is my husband. 4 words, this is my husband. And the first one is a sight word. T-H-I-S, T-H-I-S, this, and I can't forget my finger spaces, is, I-S, is, my, M-Y, my. Wow, all 3 of those were sight words. We know all of these words. This is my husband. This one I have to sound out. Are you ready? Husband. Oh, I hear you. Huz. Now it sounds like a Z, but I've seen this word before, and I know that it's one of those tricky S's. We talked about the tricky S that makes the Z sound instead of the S sound. This is my husband. This is my husband. That's my first sentence, and at the end of every sentence, we need a period. This is my husband. Okay, now I'm gonna look back at my chart and look at some of the things I learned about him. Oh, I know. These were both things that he liked. I bet I could choose both of these and make one sentence using the sight word and. Okay, let me write about what he likes. He, H-E, he likes. L-I-K-E, like. The sight word like, but it has a s at the end because I'm saying he likes 2 different things. Likes. He likes, and let me look back at my words, soccer. I don't have to sound them out again because I already sounded them out on my chart. So this chart made my writing faster because I could check back on my chart of how I spelt it. He likes soccer and A-N-D spells and. Woo! He likes soccer and kiwis. He likes soccer and kiwis. A period at the end. Now, I know my next sentence needs a capital letter because every sentence has to start with a capital letter. I already talked about his name being Mr. Powell. I told you that he likes soccer and kiwis. Maybe I should talk about what he looks like. He has brown hair and eyes. I think I'm just gonna write about one of them. It's okay if you don't write everything that's on your chart. He, H-E, I know that word, has, ooh, this is going to be a sight word, but we haven't learned it yet. As, it has another one of those tricky S's. He has brown. B is a bird watcher, a big tall letter. Brown hair. Ooh, hair has an H, and that's a bird watcher too. He has brown hair. Period. This is my husband. He likes soccer and kiwis. He has brown hair. Okay, kiwi, soccer, brown hair. Ooh, maybe I should talk about what we like to do together. Hey, I know the word we. We is also a sight word. W-E, W-E. We. We like, and I already wrote like up here. This time it doesn't need an S. We like to play games. We like to T-O, T-O. I go to school. We like to play. Oh my goodness, you guys, can you believe it? Are you serious? Another sight word, play. P-L-A-Y, P-L-A-Y, play, play, play. Play, play, play. We like to play. Uh-oh, I ran out of room. Don't worry. I knew I was going to challenge myself and write a lot of words. So I printed out another paper so I could keep going. If you don't have another paper, that's okay. Look, you can always flip it over and do it on the back. That's what I did with this paper. I didn't want to waste it, and I had made this print that didn't work the right way, so I just used the back so I wouldn't waste my paper. Okay, let me get back to my sentence. We like to play games. Games. Oh, wait. Games is already on here. Look, I made it easier for myself by writing it on my chart. Oh, and G's a digger. I can't forget that it digs down deep below the line. G-A, games. And the E makes the A say its name. We like to play games. Okay? Period. Woo, this is a lot of writing. I am going to do one more sentence to write about the last thing. I don't know if you remember from the interview, but this was not something that he answered. This was something that I said about my husband. I said that he is kind, and that's one of the reasons that I love him. So I'm going to finish my writing by telling you why I love him. I'm going to say, I love him because he is kind. Okay, we need a capital letter, capital I with a hat and shoes. I love him. Love is a word that we have not learned yet, but it is going to be a sight word. It does not write the way that it sounds. It sounds like it would be of, L-U-V, but instead, it looks like this. This might be a word you know because you've seen it a lot of times. I love him. Him. I love him because, hey, this is a big, long word, but it's a sight word. Let's use our song. Ready? B-E-C-A-U-S-E, because, I love him because, and remember, I'm trying to use my last little bit here. I love him because he is kind. I love him because he, H-E, he is, I-S, is. And kind, I already sounded out. So I can use my chart and copy it down. I love him because he is kind. Kind. And what goes at the end of my sentence? Did you say period? I hope you remember. It's that little dot, and the fancy word for it is period. I love him because he is kind. Now I'm going to go back and read my writing. And when I read, I'm going to use my special pointer and put my finger underneath each word. But before I read it, I'm going to highlight all of the sight words that I used. Because you know what? I'll be honest with you. When I look at this, I think, whoa, that's a lot of words. Ooh, that's a lot to read and write. But you know what? It makes me feel better when I remember, hey, I already know so many of these words. These are sight words. So you watch with me and see if you can help me point out the sight words. Is this a sight word? Oh, that's the word this. That's a sight word. This is, yes or no? It's a sight word. This is my, that's a sight word. This is not a sight word. This is one of the words we sounded out. This is my husband. He, oh, another sight word. He likes, is that a sight word? You know that, likes a sight word. This is my husband. He likes soccer. Oh, soccer is not a sight word. That's a word that I sounded out. I'm going to put some writing underneath with the dictionary spelling. He likes soccer. And another sight word? You guys, are you serious? Check all these out. This is my husband. He likes soccer and kiwis. Oh, this is not a sight word either. Let me add in some dictionary spelling. He likes soccer and kiwis. He, that's a sight word, has, we sounded this out, in brown hair. Another one, we, like is a sight word, to is a sight word, play is a sight word, so many in a row. Games, we sounded out, is I a sight word? That's the very first sight word that we learned. Do you remember that? Capital I, you all know I. Love him is because, yes, that's the big long one. B-E-C-A-U-S-E. He, we already have he, and is. Kind is not a sight word. Wow, after I highlighted all those sight words, I'm feeling better about reading it because I know that I know these words. All right, you ready? Fingers up, touch the words, excuse me. Ready, read. This is my husband. He likes soccer and kiwis. He has brown hair. We like to play games. I love him because he is kind. Oh, I did it. I did my writing. Thank you for watching with me. Now I'm going to do some drawing at the top. I'm not going to take a video of this part because I want you to have time to do some writing on your own. So I hope you made a chart of someone you love. You asked them all kinds of questions. And now it's time for you to make some sentences. Now, if you want, you could pause the video. Let me see if I could scoot it over a little bit. It's hard to fit it all. There. You could pause the video right here, and you would be able to see all these words that I wrote to help you write your very own words, okay? Thanks for watching.